The media is pushing the same tired narrative that they do every single time with pundits going on television, and they're always saying, well, when are we going to do something about gun violence? As though their solutions are just the obvious answer. And people are just simply preventing these solutions from being implemented. When mass murders like the Oregon shooting happen, everyone always blames everything but the individual. Are people trying to take your guns, or am I just paranoid? That's rhetorical. The last gun store in San Francisco set to close after 63 years in business. It's the only gun store in San Francisco. They're closing for good. They say they can no longer operate in the city's political climate of increased gun control regulations. You can have illegal aliens who are felons. That's totally fine. But you can't be a gun store. That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. They say Hillary Clinton wants to redefine what is a gun seller? And I really don't think that someone who couldn't even pick up the damn phone when 4 Americans' lives were in jeopardy needs to be the individual who's redefining it. Nor do I think that she or any of these other individuals need to be redefining what is or is not a loophole. I don't like that word. It is a rhetorical scam used by uneducated people to try to convince you that there is a gray, shady area in terms of firearms that the government doesn't regulate. It is a lie. There is a law and a regulation for anything. Last week, we discussed the possibility that Kevin McCarthy would ascend to the role of House Speaker in the wake of John Boehner's sudden abandonment of the gavel. But now, Congressman Jason Chaffetz has announced he's going to run, and no one is quite sure if this is going to stall things.
He really didn't, offer that much of a contrast to McCarthy. So, I don't see how he would be very much different from McCarthy.
What a surprise today. Kevin McCarthy has suddenly dropped out. He's withdrawn from consideration, and everyone is in a tizzy over it.
Well, I think everyone was surprised with Kevin dropping out, and what you will see us do is regroup. We have a conference meeting in the morning to focus on what should unite us and to begin to build that larger narrative out.
What's going on? Boehner wakes up one day and is like, I can't be speaker anymore. And then McCarthy's like, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Never mind. I don't want to do it. Like, is something going on that we don't know about? Because it seems like everybody's running from the job.
Nobody wants the job.
Evil exists in this world, and by focusing on inanimate objects as opposed to the people behind them, we're excusing it. And we're perpetuating it. Like I said, they are after your gun. Now, if we're going to have a discussion of incivility, don't you think it's a little bit uncivil for someone to talk about negating your right, neutralizing your right, taking away as a woman, my pro-choice right of self-defense because they're ignorant of law? I do. Surely they aren't so naive as to think that leaving citizens defenseless is the best protection against evil. None of these anti-gun lobbyists have done anything so far to promote responsible firearm ownership, because that's what the NRA does, and to also promote just simple education, because they're not interested in education, they're interested in confiscation.